y1 over changing x, x2 minus x1. After getting the gradient, pick one of the points given and a general point xy. Take changing y minus 3 over changing x, x minus negative 2 is equal to the gradient, which is 3 over 1. Cross multiply, open the bracket, and get your equation in the form y is equals to mx plus c, which will give us y is equal to 3x plus 9. Question number B of the same question. Find the equation of P. Find the equation of P. Remember that we said P is perpendicular to L. Find the equation of P in the form. Find the equation of P. Find the equation of P in the form ax plus by is equals to c. We call this double intercept form. We call, sometimes in the exam you'll be told, write your equation in the double intercept form. This is the form ax plus by is equals to c, where a, b, and c are constant. Where a, b, and c are constant. This is question number B. Perpendicular. Back to our formulas. Perpendicular lines, the gradient of line 1 multiplied by the gradient of line 2 is equals to -1. There is an easier way of getting the gradient of a line perpendicular to another line, but after using this easier method, you must show you are working. If the gradient of one line is 3 over 1, you want to get the gradient of a line perpendicular to this, you will reciprocate. Write the reciprocal of 3 over 1 and change the sign. So it will be -1 over 3. My dear student, if the gradient of line 1 is 2 over 7, you want to get the gradient of a line perpendicular to line 1, then you reciprocate and change the sign. It will be -7 over 2. If the gradient of one line is -5 over 9, you want to get the gradient of a line perpendicular to this one. You reciprocate and change the sign. The gradient will be 9 over 5, positive, because this was negative. Now, the gradient of line L, we got it as 3 over 1. That means if line P is perpendicular to line L, the gradient of line P will be the reciprocal of 3 over 1, which is 1 over 3, and then change the sign, which will be -1 over 3. That is an easier way to get it, but you must show your workings. So the gradient of L was 3. We need the gradient of P, which is perpendicular to L, because if P is perpendicular to L, M1, the gradient of L, times the gradient of P that we don't know should give us -1. You divide both signs by 3, and the gradient of P will be -1 over 3. That is a gradient of P, which is a line perpendicular to L, whose gradient was 3 over 1. You see it? I told you, if the gradient of one line is 3 over 1, the gradient of the other line, which is perpendicular, will be -1 over 3. Remember that perpendicular lines must intersect. They meet, but parallel lines, they do not meet. Now, after getting the gradient of line P, which is perpendicular to L, It is perpendicular at what point? It is perpendicular at -1, 6. So pick that point. Pick that point where L is perpendicular to P and another general point x, y. And we have gotten our gradient as -1/3. And apply the same formula. Change in y. Y minus 6 over x minus -1 is equals to -1/3. X minus -1 is +1. You cross multiply. Remember, now here in cross multiplication is where you check. You check the form in which you are told to write that equation. You are told to write the equation in the form ax plus by is equals to c. So when you cross multiply, you'll take -1 into bracket x plus 1 is equals to 3 into bracket y minus 6. So open the bracket, -1x, -1 times 1 minus 1 is equals to, open the bracket together, 3 times y, 3y, I know you are responding where you are watching from, 3 times 6, I know you are saying it's 18. Now bring y to this other side and take 1 to the other side. -1x, when y comes here, it was positive, it will be negative. -3y is equal to, you are left with -18. Take 1 to the other side, it will be +1. So we'll have -1x minus 3y is equals to -17. Make sure that your answers are positive. Divide everywhere by -1. Divide by -1, divide by -1, divide by -1. Your equation will be x plus 3y is equal to 17. That is the equation of line P, which is perpendicular to line L at point -1, 6. Take m1 times m2 is equals to -1. Get the gradient. Pick the point where you are told it is perpendicular to 8 and a general point x, y. And then the gradient, we got it as -1/3. Y minus 6 over x minus -1 is equal to the gradient, -1/3. Cross multiply and write open your bracket and write your equation in the form ax plus by is equal to c. That was question number B. Question number C, my dear students, is about parallel lines. And we've said parallel lines, they do not meet. Therefore, their gradient are the same. We are moving on to question number C. Question number C, where you are told, given that another line Q is parallel to L and passes through 1, 2, is parallel to L and passes through 1, 2. Find the x and y intercept of Q. Find the x and y intercept of Q. So if Q is parallel to L, the gradient of Q will be equals to the gradient of L. And the gradient of L was 3/1. So Q is parallel to L and passes through 1, 2. So you will pick the point where Q passes through 1, 2 and a general point x, y. We are told that Q is parallel to L. Therefore, the gradient is still 3 over 1. Just do the same way. Y minus 2 over x minus 1 is equal to 3 over 1. Cross multiply as usual. 1 y minus 2 is equal to 3 x minus 1. Open the what? Open the bracket. Y minus 2 is equal to 3 times x. Yes, it is 3x. Very good. Minus 3 times 1. Very good. It is 3. Take 2 to the other side. When you take 2 to the other side, it is going to be positive. Therefore, the equation of Q will be y is equals to 3x minus 3 plus 2. Y is equals to 3x minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. This is the equation of Q. Q is a line parallel to L, and therefore their gradients were the same. It is passing through one point. Pick the point. General point xy and the gradient y minus 2 over x minus 1 is equals to 3 over 1. Cross multiply, bring the like terms together and get the equation of Q. That is not the end of the question. We need to get the x-intercept and the y-intercept of that equation. And recall or remember that we said at x-intercept, the value of y is 0. So you'll take the equation of Q, which is y is equals to 3x minus 1. And in this equation of Q, where we have y, we substitute with 0. So we'll have 0 is equal to 3x minus 1. Take 1 to the other side. It will be positive. Positive 1 is equals to 3x. We need x. Divide both sides by 3. By 3, our x-intercept will be 1 over 3. As I told you, getting the x-intercept is getting the value of x when y is 0. What about the y-intercept? The y-intercept, to get the y-intercept, the value of x will be equals to 0. Take again your equation. Y is equals to 3x minus 1. Y is equals to 3x minus 1. Now, we need to get the y-intercept. Getting the value of y when x is 0. It will be y is equals to 3, 0, minus 1. Y is equals to negative 1. Therefore, the x-intercept of our equation of Q or line Q is 1 over 3, and our y-intercept is negative 1. Our y-intercept is negative 1. Now, the last question in that question is find the point of intersection. Find the point of intersection. Find the point of intersection of P and Q. Find the point of intersection of P and Q. The point of intersection of P and Q. So to get the point of intersection or the point where P and Q meets, you first write the equation of P and Q in the form y is equals to mx plus c. Our P was x plus 3y is equals to 17. That was our P. Write this P in the form y is equals to mx plus c. So you must take x to the other side. So it will be 3y is equals to, when this 1x goes to the other side, it will be negative 1x plus 17. We need to be left with y only. Divide both sides by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. Y is equals to 1 over 3x plus 17 over 3. This is our P equation in the form y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to mx plus c. Our Q is already in that form. Our Q is already in that form. Y is equals to 3x minus 1. Equate P and Q. You'll take negative 1 over 3x plus 17 over 3 is equals to 3x minus 1. You equate P and Q. Bring the like terms together. After equating P and Q, bring the like terms together. So bring negative 3x this side. We'll have negative 1 over 3x minus 3x. Take 17 over 3 to the other side is equals to negative 1 minus 17 over 3. Negative 1 minus 17 over 3. So what is negative than minus 3? That is 3, 1 over 3. This is negative 10 over 3x is equals to negative 1 minus 17 over 3 will be 1 and 17 over 3. That is 3 plus 17, 20 is equals to negative 20 over 3. We need x. Multiply both sides by 3 over negative 10. Multiply by 3 over negative 10. Therefore, our x will be equals to 2. Our x will be equals to 2. After getting the value of x as 2, my dear student, pick one of the equation. Like I can pick equation Q, which is y is equals to 3x minus 1. Where we have x, we substitute with 2, the x that we have gotten. So y is equals to 3 times 2 minus 1. Y is equals to 6 minus 1, and y is equals to 5. So now we have our value of x and our value of y where P and Q intersect. You will conclude and say that therefore the point of intersection, of P and Q is, you state the value of x, 2, comma, the value of y, 5. That is the point of intersection. My dear student, again I have said, to get the point of intersection, make sure the two equations are in the form y is equals to mx plus c. Equate them. Equate negative than x plus 17 over 3 to 3x minus 1. Solve for x. Pick one of the equation, substitute with the value of x that you got, and then you'll get the point of intersection as 2, 5. That is the point of intersection. Thank you very much, my dear student, for the lesson. I believe that you have understood. My name is teacher Kelvin Fudi NYAMBURA from Kaboi Girls High School. Never forget to pray before you do anything. God bless you.